Welcome back, all of our friends on the internet. We're live here in San Francisco at the summit. We're winding things down. This is going to be our last session of the day. Kyle and Aaron, can you believe it?
Yeah,
Can't believe it. It's the last session.
it's been a good day though.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Saved the best for last, I think.
Are you saying I'm the best?
Well,
That's what. Well, I mean, the
maybe
team
implying.
is the best. It's all three of us, I
That's all
think.
three
The
of us.
team.
Yeah.
I'm A.M. Grabelli. I'm a solution architect here at AWS. I get paid to talk to you all, honestly. It's pretty incredible. Don't know how it happened, but here we are. Kyle, who are you?
Hello, everybody. I am Kyle Lee, senior developer advocate on the AWS Amplify team, and they just flagged me down because I happen to be wearing the same shirt as AM.
Yeah, we were wearing the same shirt. They like ushered us in here and they said talk.
Guilty by association, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, my name is Aaron Hunter. I'm a senior technical trainer with AWS Training and Certification.
Okay.
Awesome. So what are we even talking
I
about
was
right
gonna-
now? Like, why are you here? Like, what's going on?
Why am
What
I
a
here?
welcome. What a welcome, Aaron.
Welcome, what a welcome. I'm here so we can talk about the AWS Power Hour, and specifically the AWS Power Hour for SysOps. This is part of our Get Certified Associate Challenge that we have actively running until April 30th.
Okay, all right. So tell me a little bit about what is like AWS Power Hour and like what exactly does Power Hour mean for somebody?
So Power Hour is a 60-minute session that we host on Twitch to be able to dive deeper into some technologies or even start learning some of the fundamental services that we offer, like Amazon VPC or Virtual Private Cloud, Amazon EC2 or Elastic Compute Cloud, or Elastic Cloud Compute, I apologize, and the ability for us to kind of unpack those different services and start building out infrastructure in the AWS cloud.
All right, I gotta ask, Aaron. Why live? Why pick to do Power Hour in front of a live audience on a live stream? What do you get out of that?
The best way that we can do this is, well, first answer why live. We can do it live because then we can have people ask us questions, ask technical trainers questions, interact with us directly, and be able to say, well, how does this work? Or can you answer this question? Because you can read documentation, you can watch videos online, but that direct experience, the interactivity directly with someone is what the students, what the learners really take away. So we can joke around with them, we can have fun. I like to engage the chat. Oh, by the way, we do have moderators in the chat. So if you have questions, paste those questions, or type those questions in the chat. And
Stack Overflow those
yeah,
questions.
if you already have the questions pre-typed, paste them in the chat. But go ahead and type those questions in the chat, and we do have people who can help out and answer those for you.
I think Aaron is assuming that a lot of people have been anticipating his
yeah.
talk all day and been like furiously writing out questions, pasting them into chat.
Honestly,
pasting
when we asked why live, I thought your answer was going to be to tempt the demo gods to see what happens, just because you just want to see
we have
how
demos.
many problems.
I don't have any demos today, but you know what? We do have some episodes. So we have our AWS Power Hour session that people can go to. They have a whole landing page. There are 6 different episodes. They can find out more information. So if you go to awspowerhour.com, that will take you to the AWS Training and Certification Twitch page, which we can see right here. We have a link where you can learn more about the AWS Power Hour SysOps. So if we click that, it'll actually take us over to the AWS Power Hour SysOps landing page, and this is where you can get all the information about each episode.
Aaron, I think you have some plants in chat because in all caps, Code Warrior has said, everybody has been waiting for this.
Everybody? Oh, you know what? This, right here, for everybody, Hearts,
You need to
all of you.
make sure that PayPal payment goes through to Code Warrior, though. However much that cost you, it was worth every dollar.
It was worth every penny.
Yeah.
And that's about all I spent.
A penny. Okay.
1 penny coming your way.
That's cost optimization if I've ever heard it. Wonderful.
Frugality, yeah.
Efficient ROI for sure.
During a Power Hour, Aaron,
Yes.
you really let the audience kind of guide if they have areas that they'd rather you deep dive instead of what you had planned. Are you flexible enough to switch over to, hey, we really had more questions about EC2, then VPC. Like, let's
Yeah,
go in there.
So we can answer those questions. We do have a general outline that we try to stick to, but we can answer questions, dive a little bit deeper. The advantage of our episode and of our series is we have the 60 minutes, so it's a 90-minute session. The first 60 minutes is pretty structured to an outline. We can answer questions, but we have 30 minutes dedicated at the end of each episode to really start diving deeper into some of the questions that we couldn't answer during the first 60 minutes.
Oh, that's awesome. So, like, it is actually a very structured show in terms of what is actually being shown, but then you also have the flexibility to actually interact with the community and then, constantly work with the people that are showing up. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So there's structure to the point where we have resources available. So again, if you go to AWSPowerHour.com and then click on Learn More for our current series for SysOps, you can see that we have for episode 2, Networking, Compute, and Security Oh My, where we go into VPCs and subnets and network ACLs to continue hardening the network and hardening the security of our instances and keeping our resources safe. We have different resources or links that you can actually start learning more about this, like the VPC user guide and Amazon EC2 user guide for Linux instances. And we also have EC2 Windows instances as well. Amazon Route 53 developer guide, and also we have homework.
Homework.
We have homework.
Everyone's favorite thing.
Everyone's favorite thing.
Homework.
Now, whether or not people have like maple syrup that lands on their homework, or if their fish ate their homework, I can't help that.
Yeah, or the dog ate it. Yeah.
Dog
Well,
ate it,
usually it's just the pet piranha, though.
Oh, piranha.
You don't have
yeah.
pet piranha?
Obviously, I do. I am
So
a
weird.
James
What's your
Bond
pet piranha's
villain.
name?
Yeah.
His name's Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Of
okay,
course,
all right,
Jimmy the
all right.
piranha.
Okay.
Okay.
So, the thing with a live show, right, is that you have to be able to show up at a specific time. But what happens if you can't make it to that specific time?
If you can't make it to that specific time, on AWSPowerHour.com, click on the Learn More section. Actually, you know what? I'm going to flip that around a little bit.
Ooh,
So if you go to
flip the script.
AWSPowerHour.com, it'll take you directly to the TNC, the Training Certification Twitch page. And we can see here there's AWS Power Hour for SysOps, where you can learn more about each episode. But we can also see that we have on-demand shows for any of the previous episodes. We have AWS Dev Hour, building modern applications. We can go into Power Hour for architecting. We have 2 seasons there with 6 episodes each.
Oh, wow.
And then each season or each episode is an hour long with 30 minutes Q&A. And we can see down here that we have even for startups, Let's Ship It with AWS, where we started building an application and shipping that using the AWS Cloud resources.
Okay, so I'm new to this, right? I check out all the past on-demand streams that are available. Which one do you recommend that I check out first?
Oh, there's gonna be some bias here, I think.
Yeah. I'm putting you on the
So
spot.
which one will I recommend? Well, let's go back up to the top here and we can see, let's click Learn More, and this will take us directly to the SysOps Power Hour page. We can click on, let's scroll down to episode 2. So episode 2, Networking, Compute, and Security, oh my.
Oh
we
my.
can right click on this, open a new tab, and it's gonna take us directly to, spinning. Episode 2, Networking, Compute, and Security, oh my, on
Hey.
demand. So you can watch it on demand on Twitch. You can pause it, you can come back to it, you can change the speed for it if you want it faster or slower, whatever your speed is, whatever your preference. We're here.
That's awesome. Okay.
And let me pause this because we're looking at my office at my house right now. So
You're
let's get
playing
rid of
Twitch to Twitch right now.
that. Playing Twitch to Twitch.
Twitchception.
So at the end of all of this, I watch. Number one, I watch for you, Aaron.
Oh,
Just so
thank
you know,
Thank you.
I watch because you're so charismatic. But maybe I have an ulterior motive. I could get certified at the end of this too, based off the
you could.
content that you're teaching me, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
So as part of this, as part of the Power Hour, we have our Get Certified Associate Challenge right now. And if I pull that up, we can see Get AWS Certified Associate Challenge running through until June 1st. But you only have until April 30th to join the challenge. So sign up now, sign up today, register today. Go watch the 4 on-demand sessions that we have focused around the SysOps Administrator Associate certification. And then we have 2 more coming up as well.
Okay.
But
Oh, okay.
you know what? We'll talk about those tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
I guess you're gonna have to
Leaving
just tune
people
in
hanging.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are
Come back tomorrow to learn more about those 2 episodes.
setting up the season finale cliffhanger.
Oh.
I mean, technically, they can go to awspowerhour.com, click on Learn More, and they can see more details about the future episodes, but
Don't you dare.
don't you dare.
But do dare go to awspowerhour.com. To be clear.
Do
To
it.
be
But,
clear.
don't do it, but do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Don't do it. Do it. Don't.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about the certification. So like,
Yeah.
so
that's what I was wondering too.
is it just like, okay, I just watch these videos and then I'm all set to get the certification, or how does this work?
There's a little bit more for this. So yes, the videos do help you. The videos will give you some fundamental information. We give you resources. We do provide some resources on the AWS Power Hour SysOps landing page, but there's more. There's more homework that you have to do. It really get hands-on experience, really jump in, dive into the console, start working through it. Look at the exam guide for the AWS Certified SysOps Administrator Associate, and I can pull this up here for you. So we do have chat moderators. Hopefully they can throw this link in the chat. But if you scroll down toward the bottom, let's see, you can see download exam guide under the what does it take to earn this certification section of the page. And that exam guide looks just like this.
Oh, it's a cheat sheet.
It's kind of like a cheat sheet, but it's not going to show you all the questions and answers, but it's going to help you a lot.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's going to help you a ton, yeah.
Yeah.
So much so that it'll say some tasks that you need to know. So we can see there's some following tasks here. We can scroll down, the target candidate description. Yeah, I guess it is kind of like a cheat sheet, isn't it?
Hey, looks like a cheat sheet to me, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Okay.
after I take the exam.
Do it.
After I watch all your videos.
Watch all the videos, check out the resources, get some hands-on experience.
I was going to say, that's what I heard from almost every technical trainer I've ever talked to, or even external trainers. I've heard the same thing, that like, and I've taken a few AWS certification exams myself. I can talk to it a bit, but having hands-on experience with the services that are tested is pretty crucial, right?
It's
Actually going
crucial.
and doing the things that are described, and not just kind of passively watching.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
actually pretty crucial to
It's
pass.
actually so crucial that in the exam guide itself, we mention it twice. So
Oh.
there's one where it says recommended general IT knowledge, 1 to 2 years of experience as a systems administrator in an operations role. We can see that as the first bullet point here. And then if we scroll down, the second part is minimum of 1 year of hands-on experience with AWS technology. So it's crucial.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, especially with the SysOps Administrator Associate certification, having a hands-on lab built into it as well.
So when Power Hour goes live and you're able to actually watch, or even if it's on demand, is the show structured in a way to where somebody can actually follow along step by step?
Yes, so everyone can follow along step by step. You can go through, we show demos, we break into the details, we go into the console. I would do it here, but I think we would take away from some of the on-demand content and some of our future episodes too.
Yeah.
But we jump into the console, we demonstrate. It's actually episode 1. Kevin Schaefer Morrison helped us out with that. Episodes 2 and 3, we had Harrison Sherwin who helped us out. And then episode 4, this week's episode from Monday, we had Bart Castle who joined and helped us. Now, episode 5 is next Monday. Bart Castle comes back. He's going to help us again. And Kevin Schaefer Morrison comes back for the final recap, the finale, and on, May 2nd, I believe.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a pretty obvious question, Aaron.
Do
I
it.
think it's obvious. Send it for me. Why do I get certified? Like, what's the point?
So,
what are you going to do for me, Aaron?
what am I going to do for you?
What are you going to do for me?
I
mean,
personally won't do anything.
Just
for you.
watching him
I'll
alone
give
is
you a high five.
amazing enough. But if you need extra incentive, please elaborate.
Wow. I mean, I'm playing the bad guy over here, and you're making me look even worse. You
Well.
know? I love Aaron, okay? I think he's great. I also would watch just for Aaron. And if he told me to get certified, I'd do it just because Aaron asked me to.
Do
Oh
it
my
for
gosh,
you.
the
But
pressure-
why else?
The pressure.
Why else, Aaron? Why else?
Okay, so why? Why do you get certified? The AWS certifications help to prove to yourself and also maybe your boss and your friends that you know what it has to take to earn a certification. So now we have the ability to demonstrate this. We can test. We can take a test. I know personally speaking that earning certifications individually has increased my knowledge. And the more certifications that I get, it's not just because I'm a cert junkie. I am a cert junkie without a doubt. But the more I study, the more I get the hands-on experience, the more the services really start to connect, and I can do more with AWS resources for my customers, for the students, for the learners, and for anyone who is working on the services to build applications and deploy faster into the cloud. You have the ability to use our resources and maybe SageMaker and EventBridge for event-driven architectures and Lambda functions. That way you can have really true event-driven applications that are fully serverless. So there's that. Yeah.
I really like that because, you know, just being able to learn a service just by messing around with it, right? That's one of the things that developers do. They just mess around with stuff, and then, hey, you know how to use something, kind of. It works.
Well,
right?
the more I mess around with something, the more I learn how to break it first.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about with when you haven't gone through the certification process and you haven't taken the time to actually go through and learn the ins and outs of these technologies. But if you actually go through the certification process, I think one of the most important things that stood out to me is like when you said, "Oh, I like it's good for myself," and the takeaway from that for me is like it helps eliminate any imposter syndrome that I might be feeling about working with that
There's
specific
validation
service.
behind it.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So the validation is so rewarding. The ability to say, I wasn't sure if I knew, but I took a test and the test says I know. So that's enough for me.
So I've said it before, I'll say it again. Learning to the service, in my opinion, is just part of the picture. But really learning more about the service brings it into the fuller context of where these things sit in the larger technology landscape that we exist within, right? And knowing how these interconnected services work together better really helps expand what your capabilities are as a tech field person.
Yes.
And I think certifications are a great encapsulating factor for that.
Yes.
Because it pieces all of these things together and makes you think in terms of not just services, but how do the services work together
How
to
they
build
work
a larger
together,
system.
Architectures,
Yeah.
design, fault tolerance, how you can make sure that you can scale in the right way. All of this really helps to build, and it starts to connect.
We had a question from chat. I'm not sure if it's regarding the certifications themselves.
Did
Or the
Aaron
power
pay
hour?
for this? Did he pay for this question too?
I don't know. How much does it cost, Aaron? And I'm going to assume that they're asking about Power Hour. Number one, it's priceless.
Yeah.
There is
Priceless.
no price to be
There's-
put on
no,
it.
you cannot quantify this.
No, but what will it cost you to consume the content generated by AWS Power Hour?
The content for AWS Power Hour, if you were to build out everything that we do from our demos, we may not have those prices broken down, but it's also based on how much you leverage, how much you use. So you can use the AWS pricing calculator to kind of get a rough
no,
estimate.
sorry, not to interrupt you, but
Well, yeah.
to get access to this content,
Just to like
just to watch it,
Just,
how much do
just
I
to
have to
buy
pay?
the content?
yeah, how much?
Like
do I
how
have
much
to
will
pay?
it cost?
To see your beautiful face.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Nothing.
Oh,
It's free.
you get to see this face for free.
So yeah, it's free. It's on demand. You can watch it on Twitch. You don't have to pay for anything. No subscriptions, but you can sign up for Twitch. And then if you join us live, you can chat on Twitch in real time, right now.
He'll talk to you. Talk to you.
We will talk to you.
specifically.
All right. Well, any parting words about Power Hour that we shall, before, I think we're about to be rudely interrupted. I saw somebody pass
what
by.
is
He's looking for
this guy
something. I don't know.
back
Do
here?
you
I
need
don't.
help, sir?
Yeah, are you lost?
Are you lost? Did you?
I think that was
Uh-oh.
was that Batman?
Random.
Squeaky Batman is
Sque-
his
oh,
title.
This is what happens when you go live,
Nice.
right? From the summit.
I thought we were done hours ago.
Hours ago.
They've
Did you-
stopped broadcasting. We're not talking to
We're not
anybody,
done
Steve.
yet.
Well, that's probably just as well in
No,
my
that
case,
was
right?
just lunch.
That was lunch.
That was
Hey,
lunch.
Yeah.
I know you're having fun screwing around, but we got to get going.
All right. All right.
I'm out of here. I'm packed, ready
We
to go.
got to do things
Oh.
for tomorrow.
All right. Well,
Kyle's your right, Steve. You're not going anywhere.
Oh, there is that.
Well,
Come
while
on.
you're talking, go ahead and
Let's
sign
go.
up for the
Come on.
Get Certified Associate Challenge. Go to awspowerhour.com.
Let's go.
Learn
Come on.
more about
You
the
heard
series.
the lady. Let's go.
Join us live.
Don't make me
next
break out the
Monday
mean voice.
And also May
Can I
2nd.
take mine?
But you know
My
what?
laptop?
Yeah,
we'll be
take your
back
computer.
tomorrow for
Let's
more
go.
information
Yes, ma'am.
about episodes 3 and 4 from AWS Power Hour SysOps. I'm Aaron Hunter, a senior technical trainer with AWS Training and Certification, and I'm being abandoned at this moment.
Yeah. Bye, Aaron.